Hey, my name is Paula, and today I'm going to share with you a little bit more about interpersonal conflict. In today's presentation, I'm going to first start off with a small YouTube video, and in this video, we are going to see a conflict occur between Sister A, and she accidentally laser beams Sister B's favorite toy. That is the first conflict, and then as the movie goes on, we'll see how Sister B introduces a conflict with her father.
Hey! My unicorn! You have to fix it. Fix it? Look, it has been disintegrated. By definition, it cannot be fixed. That's freaking me out. What does she do?
She's gonna hold her breath until she gets the new one.
Look. It is just a toy. Now stop it. Okay, I fix it. Tim, Mark, Phil. This is very important. You have to get the little girl a new unicorn toy.
And here we see the dad trying to find a solution for the problem. So what is interpersonal conflict? Interpersonal conflict is a disagreement that happens between two or more parties. Interpersonal conflict can be expressed as a struggle. It has to occur between two or more parties, and usually both parties have a hard time seeing their goals being compatible. It arises over scarce resources, for example, whether it's food, shelter, water, money, and finally, it can also include interference. Here are a few common characteristics of conflict. So first, it's natural. It's a natural thing to have disagreements between you and someone else. It's also content. That is when you and another party are having a difficult time seeing eye to eye on a specific topic, such as marriage, home style, the way you choose to live your life, and etc., etc. It can also be relational. This is when you are having a conflict between a person who you're in a relationship with, whether it is a marriage, a spouse, a family member, a brother, sister, and it can also be procedural. This is usually seen in the workplace because it's when someone is not following the steps that you have given them. Another characteristic is that it can be direct or indirect. For example, direct is when you physically go up to the person and you inform them about the conflict you're having with them. And it can also be indirect. You let the person know there's a conflict, but you're not telling them what that problem is. You're kind of beating around the bush about the situation. It can also be harmful. Conflicts can be very stressful to the body, but they can also be beneficial because it will allow you and the second party to form a better relationship. And here are 5 ways to manage conflict successfully. The first one is competing, and this is from a first person's point of view, and they would like to see themselves win, and they would like to see the other person lose. It's a win-lose situation. The second type is avoiding. This is when one party chooses to avoid the conflict or the person of interest. It can also be accommodating. This is when one party decides to let something go in order to make the other person happy. It can also be compromising. This is when both parties choose to let something go in order to make each other happy. And finally, collaborating. This, in my opinion, is the best way to successfully manage conflict. This is when both parties sit down, they talk, they come to an agreement, and they find a common goal. They find a solution, and they take that solution and apply it to the conflict. And today, I hope that you learned a little bit more about interpersonal conflict.